Hi everyone, welcome to the second day of the InsurTech LatAm Forum 2021. For the people who's joining us, my name is Matías Gorosito and I'm the Vice President of CMS Group. Well, yesterday we had an amazing kickoff starting with a tremendous opening session by Hugues and Simon Phillips from the Digital Insurer, who talked about the 6 digital trends that are arriving to Latin America to transform the industry. Later, we had an awesome panel for Hispanic market where 5 experts talked about digital sales and growth hacking. Then we followed with a disruptive conference about digital insurance innovation in Brazil, and finally, the inspiring segment Insur Talks by Marcos and team. Today, we will have another disruptive journey, and I would like to highlight that if you couldn't watch at live the previous conference, or even if you want to watch them again, you will be able to do that until 30 days after the event ends. As I want to thank all the sponsors, the partners, and of course, all this awesome audience for the huge support. By the way, we are currently more than 3,500 executives on board. So we are very proud and happy for it. And I want to remind you to explore the platform, to go to the Expo module, to find exclusive content in the virtual stand, and to interact with your colleagues at the attendees module. There you will find there you will have the chance to generate meetings and seek for business opportunities. Also, do not lose the chance to ask all your questions in the fireside engagement, which is the box placed at the right of the streaming during the conference, and make all the questions that you want. Please feel free. Well, no more intro for today. I want to introduce the moderator of the second day opening session. He's the founder and CEO of Digital Insurance LatAm, the great Hugues Bertin. Hugues, how are you?
Yes, how are you? My line is okay because I'm not sure for that. Mati?
Yes, I'm seeing Hugues Bertin. Why?
Yes, okay, great. Great for that. Hello everybody. So I am so happy to launch this roundtable today. I think that it's an amazing roundtable. I don't know if it's not the roundtable of the year. Okay, so with 4 rock stars like the Beatles, Rolling Stone, I don't know why, but in insurance. So please, I would like, before to launch today, I'm going to say to you that we are going to make a journey, a travel. So with the roundtable with Carlos Cernadas from Mercado Libre, Omar Quiroga from
Sorry, let me interrupt you. Before introducing all the awesome speakers that we are going to have today, I just want to ask you, what are your feelings for today, for this amazing panel that we are going to have?
Yes. Today, yes. My feeling is I think that today will be an amazing day today because there are a lot of breaking news to be announced. And at the end of the day, we're going to be with Eduardo de la Maggiora, for example. So, and in this panel, every speaker has a great breaking news to share with us. Okay, so please keep with us. Okay, so I'm going to launch the roundtable. So with Carlos Cernadas from Mercado Libre, Omar Quiroga from Rappi, Burke Deutsch from Nubank, and Rodrigo Valiente from Chubb. Every speaker will present itself. But today, in this year, we can share with you, we're going to have a big overview with the role of the big tech in insurance. Okay. The second one is we're going to talk about embedded insurance and technology. That is a very hot topic in the world. We're going to talk about partnership and digital ecosystem. And at the final of the roundtable, we talk with perspective from insurance and the new role of this big tech in Latin America. So in order to launch the roundtable, I'm going to ask to every speaker to have a very short presentation. Perhaps I can begin by Carlos Cernadas. Carlos, are you here?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, great.
Yeah. Thanks for Hugues and team for the invitation. It's an honor to be here, and thanks for my colleagues here in the panel. It's very interesting to be here with them. I'm Carlos Cernadas. I've been in Mercado Libre for 4.5 years now. I lead our InsurTech business in LatAm. We launched our InsurTech arm, I guess it was first half of last year, and super excited to make it grow. Thanks.
Great. Thank you so much, Carlos, to be with us. So Omar from Rappi.
Hello, Hugues, and everyone in the panel and the team that's behind doors making this happen. Okay, my name is Omar Quiroga. I've been working in Rappi for about 3.5 years in different parts of Rappi, as is a startup, and we do pretty much everything here. And since last year, I joined the fintech arm that we built, and we saw a great match to complement with the insurance product. So I've been working on the insurance since end of last year. We're very happy to be able to bring these kind of products to our consumers in LatAm.
Great, thank you, Omar. Burke, you are in Brazil and you are from US, so welcome.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Hugues, for inviting me here today. Super excited to be part of this really incredible event with so many talented folks in the insurance business. So I lead insurance at Nubank. Obviously we're new entrants to the insurance business, just launching our life insurance product earlier this year. We're really starting to build an incredible team. Extraordinarily talented people from a variety of professional backgrounds, insurance and outside of insurance. But really proud of our team and creating the culture of questioning everything and really uniting in our aim to solve customer problems. So super excited to chat with folks today and talk a little bit about insurance.
So thank you so much to be with us. And I'm going to finish with my friend Rodrigo Valiente, an Argentinian guy in US. So thank you so much, Rodrigo, to be with us, and thank you for Chubb to be main sponsor of the event, because he's like people with you, like you, that we can organize this kind of event with more than 3,500 people today. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Hugues. I'm very excited to be here as well. This is going to be the 3rd year that Chubb is part of the event. We are very happy to support you and the team that is putting this together. It's amazing to see how it has been growing for the last few years, and it's a very good proof of how the industry is getting more and more into InsurTech, right? And so I'm very excited. I'm very excited also to be here sharing this panel with these amazing speakers for the topics that we're going to discuss today. And myself, I'm Rodrigo Valiente. I run digital for Chubb Latinamerica, role that I took recently. So very, very excited for the new challenge and a lot of the things that we are doing across the region. Okay, can you hear me?
Okay, great. So thank you, Rodrigo, to be with us. So I'm going to go deep in our roundtable. I'm going to ask yeah, great. Okay. So I'm going to go deep in the roundtable, and I'm going to ask to Carlos, what is your status today, Carlos, in Mercado Libre, in insurance, and perhaps what are the main KPI you are proud of?
Okay, so we officially launched the business in first half 2020. So we are kind of like newcomers here in the insurance business. We're giving our first steps. What we are doing also is we're building a strong back end to distribute insurance in our entire ecosystem. We are seeing spectacular trends in the three countries that we are operating in: Brazil, Mexico, and Argentina. As you know, we are a large ecosystem, right? We have 65 million buyers, 12 million merchants, 14 million active payers, and we want to serve them all. So, as you know, we are present in 7 markets, and the insurance business we launched is already present in 3. So we want to take our insurance proposal to all of our customers. In terms of KPIs, we are in quiet period right now because we are a publicly listed company in NASDAQ. But what I can say is that our insurance business grew nearly 6x year on year so far, since our sold policies KPI comfortably sits on the hundreds of thousands of policies sold. And looking at the public reports regarding number of policies sold, we believe we are the second or third insurtech player in the region. Only we launched insurtech business only just a couple of halves ago.
Wow. Okay. So, Burke, I'm going to talk with you. I know that Nubank had a lot of communication about the launch of life insurance in Brazil with 200,000 policies sold. So, but what is globally your status in insurance? I know that you have a lot of people in your team. And what are the main KPI you are proud of? It's the same question.
Yeah, no, it's a great question, Hugues. I think when I think about insurance, I think first and foremost, there's just so much room to grow the business. We look globally, 40% of the insurance market is in the US, and we still see a bunch of, exciting insurtechs and growth in the US. I think there's so much more opportunity within Latin America. And you look at, some of our early numbers, our early adoption, passing 100,000 policies in under 3 months, while we were at less than 100% rollout of our 40 million customers without our marketing efforts. We had 50% of the customers buying their first ever life insurance product through us. Really speaks to the growth opportunity. But for me, I think the thing I'm most proud of is we're paying 95% of claims in under 2 days. In coordination with working with Chubb on this life insurance product, it's delivering this really phenomenal customer experience is super critical for us. And, customers are paying us with the expectation that we're going to be there when they need us. And we can't forget that. It's absolutely critical. Our design manager, Yvonne, has started a new ritual where we have one of our super talented ex-peers, our customer service agents, actually share a contact of the week with our entire insurance team. So we can hear, a story about why we do what we do. What are the customers that we're actually impacting? And, 95% of claims under 2 days is great, but we're constantly working with Chubb on every part of the operation side to make things better. At Nubank, we like to say it's always day one. So, what's coming next? There's no one on our team is satisfied about where we are today. We're always hungry to continue to improve. But the fact that we're able to really serve our customers so effectively, maintain the trust that Nubank has built over time, I think that's the piece I'm most excited about for now.
So thank you, Burke. Yes, I think that is very interesting to talk about that. Yes, 50% of your clients buy life insurance product for the first time. So I think it's a good KPI. And I remember last year talk with Carlos Cernadas in Mercado Libre when he talked with us to say we are to increase the market. We have a lot of people to attend. So great for that. Omar, I remember the announcement when you launched insurance in Mexico. I think it was 1 month ago. So what is your status? Because we knew that before in the past you launched SOAP and SWAT in some market in Colombia, in Chile, and something else. So, what is your status today in insurance, and what are the main KPI you are proud of?
Okay, so we're in an early stage, not like my colleagues here, but we're working very hard to be able to bring those products to the market as soon as possible. Probably in the next 1 month, we'll be able to launch Mexico, which is our first market that we've been experimenting with products and with customers and try to understand what fits them and try to work with Chubb's team to be able to deliver those products to them. So in terms of KPIs, it's very interesting to know that we have been we had like about more than 300,000 customers interested in the products just in Mexico. So it's pretty interesting because for us it was very interesting. Like, okay, we sell food, we sell groceries, and some other products, but insurance is something like is different. So we just still wanted to understand how we should market and sell those products, and the interest on the people is there. So it's pretty interesting to see those numbers. And the other part that we're proud of is that the product that we're trying to launch is cell phone insurance for Mexico. And from the time you start till the time you end the insurance, it takes like about 1.5 minutes. So this is pretty good because the users in our countries are used to make these things and spend a lot of time and go to different places. So to be able to have an insurance from your phone in 1.5 minutes is pretty amazing. So we believe this will help us give products to the customers that never thought about it, and close that gap between the people that need an insurance product and the people that has an insurance product.
Okay, so great. So, and other question for Rodrigo, in order to make a link. I remember that last year you launched Chubb Studio, and you talk about Chubb Studio in our InsurTech LatAm forum like a breaking news too. So thank you for that. And my question is, we know that now you are working with Nubank, you are working with Rappi. What are your learnings 1 year after? Because you are pushing the model of embedded insurance in Latin America, and I cannot meet any insurer in Latin America without talking about Chubb Studio. And so I think that you are pushing and you are leading the movement. So what are your learnings?
Thank you, Hugues. Yeah, like you mentioned, we launched Chubb Studio 1 year from now, and we are very, very proud of the platform. The team has done an amazing job to launch it before it's scheduled. It was scheduled for November last year, but with the eruption of the pandemic, we understood that we needed to speed up that process to help our partners, our customers, right, during the eruption of all the consumption of services through via digital. So we're very proud of that, and the learnings so far have been great, and in terms of how it has helped us connect with companies like Nubank, with companies like Rappi, and build with them solutions tailor-made to their customers, connect and build the APIs, the services, the product behind all that, and learn together with them. We love to experiment with them. We like to co-design these solutions. So that has been one of the key learnings so far, that it makes total sense to partner and work together like we used to do in the offline world, like in the affinity models. Now I heard somewhere that now it's called the affinity model. Well, we are strong believers of that, and I think that's the way we feel more comfortable working in terms of Chubb Studio, working with partners, receiving their feedback, receiving their customers' feedback, and keep improving the platform, adding more features, more products, more services. Like any other platform out there, we keep improving it, we keep optimizing it, we keep adding more technology, more services to keep on serving our partners and our customers. So I would say that are the main learnings, Hugues.
Great. So yes, I think that we have the first overview from your situation for everybody. So thank you for that. I'm going to move into the topic of the roundtable about embedded insurance. As you know, embedded insurance is a new buzzword, and in your case, you are not from insurance initially. So the question is, make it sense for you. I'm not sure, perhaps Omar, for you, it's make it sense the word of embedded insurance, and what is your interpretation? Because we are expecting to hear you about.
For us, that want to be a super app in the region, it makes total sense, because our users, they wake up, they order coffee for us, they check their bank balances, they pay the transfer money, so they use the app probably 5-6 times per day. So to be able to bring them solutions for insurance right there in the same app with a very short experience and a very simple way to buy it is pretty amazing for all our customers. So it makes total sense. And the challenge right now is to try to put those moments of truth of when to buy a product when they really need it. So when they buy a cell phone, when they change their cell phone, and we understand that it's a new cell phone that we haven't seen in the system before. So these kind of things give us enough information to pull the trigger and to be on these right moments, so it will be easier for them to just buy the products.
Okay, great. And I'm going to talk the same question to Carlos, because we know that in the case of Mercado Libre, you worked a lot about extended warranty, for example. And what is your opinion about the word of embedded insurance, and if it makes sense for you in the case of Meli?
Thanks for that. First of all, we make a clear distinction every time that we hear that concept. For us, to embed does not mean to enforce, because I've heard in a couple of conversations that and a couple of news articles that people were trying to, like, there's a perfect opportunity to enforce a product, and in our case, our view is completely different. Like, for us, embedded insurance is not an opportunity to force the sale of a product, but actually rather to customize a product with such precision that it becomes very valuable for the customer. And for this, you need data, and you need to process that data wisely, right? So we're building a strong team to actually do this. We are super proud of that, of how we are building this team. And with this approach, we are starting to see very high attachment rates, the way that we call them. In fact, we were not expecting to see these attachment rates in a couple of years, but we started seeing them now, because we are working on that, making that product relevant at that particular point in time. There's many ways to that, many words for that: customization, contextualization, so on. But I just wanted to make that clarification, because the other day I read about this, enforced insurance, and we clearly don't agree with that.
Great. Can I ask for you how many people are working in insurance in Meli today?
Yeah, so we have we are building the team, specifically building the IT teams. We are close to 100 now, and the team is growing.
Wow, great for that. So Burke, in your case, because I'm not sure that I can say that Nubank is a big tech, but more a fintech. It's a wording, but I'm going to talk with you about a new concept of banking insurtech, because I think that you are doing a job to move and to create the new way in bank insurance. So my question is the same question for embedded insurance. Making sense for you in the case of bank insurtech?
Yeah, no, it's a great question. I think first and foremost, what Carlos was saying about, hey, you can't be forcing the customer to buy the product. There's in Brazil this concept of venda casada, tied-in sales is super common in the insurance space, and it's basically, hey, the customer wants product X, and you're just going to throw on an insurance product to become more profitable. And we're definitely trying to stay away from those kinds of things and build products that customers want. Customers are going to go out and buy versus, hey, we have to sell it to the customer for them to actually buy it. But in terms of embedded insurance, I think distributing insurance digitally is a huge opportunity for us, but also it's a challenge. We have to change some things about the products to make it happen. Especially in Brazil, where the vast majority of insurance is sold through physical brokers today. How are we going to be able to sell things digitally? And I can tell you that the solution is not taking the same products that we've had in the past and jamming them into a digital experience, right? We have to fundamentally reinvent the products, make them digital friendly, make them, so they're actually meeting the customer needs, and so everything works in a digital ecosystem. And we certainly rely on Chubb, our partner, to discuss certain product trade-offs and understand, what things might work or might not work. But to kind of sum up, there's a ton of space, I think, to move things in a more digital way. But assuming that it's as simple as connecting a couple of APIs and jamming things in digital ecosystem, I think is not going to get you the results you want to see.
Great. And Burke, and how many people are working with in your insurance team?
We have a bit over 60 people now, and we have a lot of open positions. Our team is staffed in Argentina and Brazil. So if anyone is interested in joining us, we're always looking for new and great, talented people.
Okay, great announce. So yes, I think you can define great. I love the word of Carlos to say that embedded insurance is not enforced insurance. So I think that it's a good thing to talk, because in our market we get used to push to sell the sales of insurance. So I think it's very great to understand that embedded insurance is definitely to customize the journey, the product for the customer. So I'm going to ask a difficult question for Rodrigo, because if I talk about embedded insurance with platform, every people say, hey guy, great, because you are not embedded insurance, you are enforced insurance. And what about the claims process? So my question is, what about the claim process, Rodrigo, in the case of Chubb? And the question definitely is, for the client, is it clear that, for example, in the case of Rappi and Nubank, the insurer is Chubb in that case, or is not very clear for the clients? What is your opinion about?
Great question, Hugues. First, let me tell you that our view on embedded insurance, right, which is basically complementing or adding value to the main products and services that our partners deliver, like Burke with Nubank, and the same thing with Omar and Rappi, right? We try to add value to their core products, their core services, not interrupt that user journey. To the contrary, help them in whatever they need, right? with value propositions that are tailor-made to those customers and to their needs, right? And that's our view with embedded insurance. That's what we work every day with the Chubb Studio platform to enhance it, provide more APIs, more services to complement those propositions or to evolve them, right? Depending also on the segments and so on. And the same thing we do with the claims process, Hugues. We provide the connectivity, the services, the experience for the claim process as well, trying to make it as smooth as possible, as simple as possible, with the least amount of questions possible. Trying to take advantage that the data that already our partners have from those customers to not require same data points that they already have, right? And that, I believe, it's also a key moment, right? The moment of truth, the moment of the claim. I mean, it doesn't make any sense to provide a great user experience when you are offering the product, but when the real time in need from the customers come, you provide a different experience, right? So that's the way we approach that part of the user journey.
Okay, great. So for the audience, yeah, you can send us a question. I have a lot of questions that I'm going to ask for. Great. Yes, I think that it's a challenge for us in the platform world to manage the claims management. Especially if the product is quite complex. Okay, we are agree with that. Okay, go. So global overview, embedded insurance and technology. I'm going to talk right now about partnership and digital ecosystem. That is other buzzword in our market. So perhaps I'm going to ask about what is your opinion about that. So your idea is only in the case of a platform to sell insurance or to create an ecosystem. And perhaps the question is, how do you manage the relationship with InsurTech in Latin America? And if in that case, it's a good future to build. Okay, perhaps I'm going to talk to Carlos for that. Carlos, I remember that 3 years ago, Meli invested in Industria Seguro, a friend of ours, and last year in Peer. And what about digital ecosystem, investment in InsurTech? What is your opinion about that?
Thanks for the question. So stepping back a bit, there's two types of investment that we make from Mercado Libre. There's the typical full-on acquisition of companies that we would like to incorporate within Meli's structure, acqui-hires and everything. We've done that plenty in our history, many software factories that became part of our tech team and many other examples. The second type is independent investments, which we believe that are good investments on their own standalone businesses. And in this case, Industria Seguros and Peer were interesting businesses that we wanted to take part, and that's what we did as independent investments. Okay. Yeah. So that having said that and leaving that aside of this, we also have, as we were mentioning before, we also have like our own InsurTech arm that we are trying to develop, which is quite incipient, as I mentioned. But when it comes to that ecosystem, digital ecosystem, I think that it was the word that you used. Yeah. When it comes to that, we, from our fintech platform, which is Mercado Pago, Mercado Crédito, we offer like 4 financial products. Yeah, so we offer pay, collections, credits, investment, and now insurance. So that's how we kind of complement our fintech ecosystem. However, as you know, Mercado Libre as a company is also a large ecosystem we have. We try to give our customers with the largest menu of options possible. So we bring a robust marketplace, a shipping platform, several tools for the merchants to enhance their business. Don't think about only like consumers. We also spend a lot of time and invest a lot of resources in making our merchants happy as well. So yeah, to your question, this is how we see the ecosystem and how we believe that insurance as a financial service, a relevant financial service, which is clearly underserved in LatAm, can be part of this ecosystem, and we can leverage that and take that to add value to customers.
Yeah, thank you, Carlos. And yes, in the case of Mercado Pago, I think that it's very interesting to make the parallel with on financial in China. Or I think that you are building a huge digital ecosystem with a lot of value. So great for that. I'm going to talk with Omar about your digital ecosystem. Make it sense for you, and perhaps you can talk a little bit about your partnership with Chubb. So the question is why Chubb finally, and what is this meeting between a big tech platform and an insurer? So the team, how are they working together?
Okay, so our ecosystem, it has like users that want to save time and pay someone else to do these things for them. So it's like food, groceries, I don't know, tech products and these kind of things that people, they stay in their house and they just receive it in a couple of hours. So we're trying to bring those insurance products to them based on what they need, how they use the platform, etc. And the fintech arm that we launch right now already, we have it in 4 countries, make it more like easier to sell those products and to show them to the user, because you have like a more structured information. You already know who they are based on the KYC process that they bring us, and so it's much easier to close or to shrink the process of issuing those products. And the other part that you mentioned, I forgot the second part of the question. Sorry.
No, the second part of the question is what about the
yeah. So we at Rappi, we have always tried to make everything ourselves. This is the Rappi way, and we hit the walls and we create nice things, and we sometimes don't do very nice things to other ones, but this is the Rappi way. And when we were trying to build those products, we start checking insurance companies to understand who could give us the speed, the technology, and the products that we needed. And after checking several ones, Chubb was the one that was closest to what we wanted. Keeping in mind that the insurance companies are very slow and very old-fashioned, it was very surprising to see what Chubb has built and how easy they could help us create those products. Because we have mentioned this before. Sometimes it's like the insurance company, they just sell packages. We don't want to sell packages. We don't want to sell things that people don't need. We want to build things and let the user build things that they really appreciate and that they really believe is what they need. So Chubb has helped us build those products, almost tailor-made, and be really relevant to this user that have never buy an insurance product.
Okay. So the question now is for Rodrigo, because Rodrigo, in the case of Chubb, I think that it's very important to remember that we are talking about a traditional career, and always we are talking about digital transformation in the insurance market and something else. Okay, and we know that the case of Chubb Studio is not in 1 minute. I push Chubb Studio. We know that you've worked a lot in the last 2 or 3 years, principally in US, in Florida, where you are. So my question is right now, what is your opinion about the digital ecosystem you are working on in Latin America and perhaps in other continents. What is the next step in that way?
Yeah, like you mentioned, Hugues, we started with digital in Chubb almost 5 years ago, and we have been heavily invested in digital across the region and across other regions in Asia Pacific and Europe and US, and we keep investing. We are definitely believers in digital ecosystems, and Chubb Studio was the natural evolution we process inside of all the learnings we had across the many regions. Even though, like you said, we are a traditional company and carrier, and we have presence in more than 54 countries across the globe. That is actually a great advantage for us, because we manage to share experiences all across the globe, whether importing from other countries and then tropicalize them to Latin America, or even ourselves from Latin America exporting our experience. That also help us enhance our portfolio of solutions when we face new partnerships, right? That being said, Chubb Studio was the result of all those learnings, the result of all those technologies that we have been building over the years, and that helped us build this robust platform that is also flexible to be helpful in the need of the design of the products and services, like Omar was mentioning before, or the same case with Burke, right? And we definitely play a role in the ecosystems. We as a company, we believe in building, partnering, and buying, right? We have invested in the sector, we have partnered in the sector, and we have also been building things on our own, like Chubb Studio, which we are very, very, very proud of. And so our contribution comes from that side: technology, services, products, like Omar mentioned, plus the know-how over the many years that we have been doing this, plus the data that we have also as well, that is key for the development of these solutions and products.
Okay, great. So, and Burke, about digital ecosystem, I would like to ask for you, because in your case, you're a new bank, and from other side, we think that you are working alone, because you're building, you have a lot of investment with right now Warren Buffett, the last investor in Nubank. So what is your opinion about digital ecosystem? Do you have some idea to invest in the next future in insurtech, for example, on other kind of technology?
Yeah, it's a great question again, Hugues. I think there's a bunch of opportunities within insurance to build and grow these ecosystems. But I think the key thing, and Omar touched on this a bit, is making sure that you're actually meeting customer needs. You know, there's a lot of bundling of insurance products, especially of some assistances that, you know, are used by a very small percentage of customers, and that's just, you know, driving up the price for customers without, you know, adding any value for them. So I think, you know, from a company perspective, building this ecosystem of services, of course, you know, it can help raise engagement, lower the churn, and raise the long-term value. But, you know, from the customer perspective, you need to make sure that this is something they're actually going to use, right? Otherwise, you're just adding costs without really driving value for them. But there's definitely a lot of exciting developments and things we're interested in. And for us, you know, being ready is key. Building these flexible systems, building a strong backend, strong platform, making it easy to integrate when the opportunities come up. And you know, there's a lot of really exciting insurtechs, you know, some new innovations out there. And you know, our ask is just reach out if you have interesting, you know, ideas, anything from things that improve our distribution capabilities to claims. You know, obviously we're working with Chubb on the life insurance product, and you know, it's been great to have a partner who has all this experience in this kind of market, so we can understand, you know, If we have a crazy idea, maybe they've tested it and they can share with us some of their learnings. I think it's a really great marriage of two companies. You know, we have our 40 million customers. We know our customers super well. We, our customers trust us to deliver great operations. And Chubb, with their experience in the industry, as well as having built a strong tech platform, it's been a really great partnership, and being able to scale up to make this offer available for all of our customers within just a couple of months. If we were trying to do this ourselves, or launch some new service in our insurance ecosystem ourselves versus finding a partner who really has the expertise, it's a much easier pathway to really scaling and being able to impact customers as quickly as possible.
Okay, great. So for the people, you can send a question. I have a lot of questions, and I am trying to match my question, your question, and something else. So perhaps for the last part of this topic, we've talked about general overview, embedded insurance, digital ecosystem. I would like to talk with you about your perspective. But before that, I'm going to have other view about your role in insurance. Why? Because a lot of people analyze the big tech and the platform in insurance like a game changer, but basically like other way to push insurance. Okay, I'm going to ask to you, but in my opinion, and I remember my chat with Carlos last year, and I understand your view in the case of Nubank, you are working a lot about something that is inclusive insurance, because a lot of people at the bottom of the pyramid with very low income are not covered. The price are very prohibitive because there are a lot of fees inside charged in every insurance product. So what about your opinion about inclusive insurance? In that way, yes, I'm going to ask first to Burke, because I know that you launched your life insurance product end-to-end digital with a very low price, low coverage, low price. So what is your opinion about inclusive insurance, and particularly if you can include more and more people in the case of Brazil today?
Yeah, it's a really great question. I think it's something that's really core to our strategy, right? So our median entry price is 9 reais for a customer to buy a basic life insurance product today. And we're seeing half the clients buying their first ever life insurance product, and even a higher percentage who were uninsured when they bought the insurance from Nubank. When you look at the numbers in Brazil, the life insurance penetration as a whole is low, but it's even lower among the lowest income people. And those are the same people who, if you ask them, say they have the highest need to be insured. So you have this huge gap between customers who say they need insurance, they know they need it, but they also don't have it today. So there's a huge, market opportunity there for us to really do something disruptive, and I think we're on that right track with Chubb right now. So there's certainly a huge opportunity there. But I talked about it a little bit at the beginning. Nubank has 40 million clients now, and assuming that the exact same product is going to work for all 40 million people is just not true, right? So we've built in some customization in the product today, and we'll continue to work with our partners and innovate to make sure that we're reaching the various segments. But yeah, I'm definitely very excited about the opportunity to make insurance more inclusive. Okay,
great. So yesterday, as you know, the announcement of the $60 million of investment in Betterfly is the most the most important funding in insurtech in Latin America ever. Why? Because because it's a purpose-driven company. So I think the purpose is very important. The inclusion is very important too. So Carlos, I'm going to talk with you about that because you mentioned that last year. What is your opinion about inclusion in insurance?
Thanks for the question, Hugues. If last year this was important, this year is even more important because financial vulnerability with this epidemic has impacted well globally, not only LatAm, not only our customers, right? Yeah. But our focus is our customers. So it is our mantra. Every time that you hear someone from Mercado Libre speaking, you will hear the phrase that we repeat over and over: democratize financial services, democratize commerce. In this case, as you well mentioned, LatAm population is completely underbanked. We see huge gap, and as Burke mentioned, the gap is even wider when you go to the most needed segments. As you know, we serve underbanked population, so there's quite a big correlation in our user base. We host merchants. We are the tools for giving an economic life to many people that haven't received financial services. So that's still our purpose. That's still what we do. And for you to have an idea, that every time that I think about these numbers, they made much more sense for me, right? Because if you look at our credits offering, for example, regional, our average consumer credit is $40. If you look into our merchant credit, our average merchant credit, it is below $1,000. So if that is not providing tools to a segment that wasn't getting that offering, what is it then, right? So we are trying to take insurance there. That's why we started with selling cell phone insurance. We know that our customers, even our merchants, were having problems with covering, with getting, we continue to sail through their phones, and cell phones are absolutely necessary for both individuals and merchants, right? And losing them or being robbed produced like a collapse in their finances. For you to have an idea, like the cost of a cell phone is about the same as the basic income, monthly income in Brazil, and that ratio is 2 to 1 in Argentina. So that's why we focused on our merchants and individual cell phones, because we truly believe in this as an empowerment for inclusion.
Okay, great, Carlos. Yes, thank you. And Omar, about because Rappi is leading the gig economy, the famous gig economy, with a lot of including a lot of people. So, what is your opinion about inclusion and inclusive insurance too? So, what is your opinion about that? Is it a hot topic for you?
Yes, it's very important for us, and our Rapitenderos, as we call them, part of our gig economy, are main pillar of our ecosystem. So, as Carlos was mentioning, their cell phone is like kind of their life. I mean, like without cell phone, there's no work, and without work, there's no incoming of money of that day. So it's very important for them. Cell phones in these countries, sometimes because of taxes, are very expensive. So for them is a really interesting way to protect their assets and their mean of work. And it's something very interesting because insurance has a lot of myths around. People believe that insurance are expensive, and that's why they don't buy it. So this is the first myth that we need to kill and say, like, man, this is not expensive. It's just that they have bundling with a lot of things that you don't need that make it expensive. But if you only want to cover your screen, okay, it's okay, $1, and I'll cover your screen per month. So that will help you to really build the insurance that you need and that you can pay. Because sometimes they give you, like, I don't know, if you lose it in the States, I give you another cell phone. Like, man, I don't go to States, I don't need that, but they're charging you for that. So this is one of the things. The other part is that it's difficult to get an insurance, that you need to go to some certain place and they're going to check your cell phone and these kind of things. We don't do that. And also when something is wrong, like to receive the money is going to be a difficult problem. And as Burke said, you just shrink the times and respond in a very fast and easy way. And as long as it's not a fraud, you cover most of the claims. So those three myths are down, and that's it. You have a product and a lot of people that will be interested in buying it.
Okay, great, Omar. And for you, Rodrigo, because we've talked a lot about technology. Okay, we are hablando. We are talking about API. We are talking about digital transformation. Do you think that embedded insurance can give more inclusive insurance? And what is your opinion about that? Do you think that, for example, the level of commission can decrease in the future? What is your opinion?
Yeah, I definitely believe that embedded insurance can help serve the underserved segments and populations of the region. Like Carlos was mentioning, we are in an underbanked region, and all the new solutions that are coming up, like with services and products and platforms like Omar's, like Burke's, are helping people that didn't have a bank account before, didn't have a digital wallet before, that are now being enabled to transact online, right? And being insurance one of those new services or new products that could be accessed that way, it's great. I mean, it helps a lot to contribute to those people, right, with products and services that they actually need. And that's why we believe in embedded insurance, because we can help design those products tailored to their needs, modular, flexible, like Omar was saying, right, just to protect the screen or just to protect this specific need that they have. So we definitely believe in that. In terms of business and partners, that's very important for us, right? Help with that.
Okay, great. So before to close to finish this roundtable, so first of all, thank you for the chat. For me, it was an honor to chat with some rock star from some beaters of insurance. I'm going to ask a little last question for for you. I know that you have a lot of restriction from communication side, legal side, compliance side, and something else, but I would like you can share with our audience, with our 3,500 people, some breaking news. What are some breaking news for for Chubb, for Rappi, for Mercado Libre, for Nubank? I'm going to begin with, for example, with Rodrigo. Rodrigo, some breaking news for us?
Hugues, yes. Last week we announced Paid as You Roam, which is a new product that we launched in Europe with a telco company, an MNO, which is basically a product that offers you coverage while you travel, while your company detects that you are abroad, and offers you an insurance that you can subscribe to for a very low sum. And that once you return to your home country, you get the bill for it, which is very cheap and very economic. If you wish to, you can decide which protection need you have. So that's very interesting for us to see how it works, how it evolved. The initial results in Europe have been great. And that's another proof of what we were discussing before, right? Designing products based on customers' needs. In this case, it's based on the days you stay abroad. That protects you for those days and no more. And very easy the experience to get it or to file a claim if you are in the unfortunate event that during your trip you have something like an accident or a disease or something, right? So that's a breaking news that I could give you.
Great, Rodrigo. Thank you for that. Yes, Pay as You Roam in the case of Latin America could be definitely a game changer and something with very high added value for the product. So thanks for sharing that breaking news. Burke, some breaking news in Nubank.
Hey, yeah, it's tough for us to break too much news, but I'll just say, we recently launched our marketing campaign for life insurance. O seguro morre de velho. Insurance is dying of old age, and I'd encourage folks to take a look at it. I believe there's so much opportunity for us to truly disrupt the insurance space, and again, this is day one for us. But we're really trying to reinvent, the life insurance experience for customers all the way through, right? It's, I think you mentioned this earlier, Rodrigo. It's not just about making hiring easy. We have to live up to the same quality of experience for filing a claim for every piece of the value chain. And we're very excited about some of our future developments. So hopefully we'll have some more breaking news to share in the near future.
Great, thank you. And yes, and you are looking for a lot of talent to make a revolution in insurance in Latin America. So great for that. Omar, breaking news from Rappi side.
Okay, yes. Me and my team are working very hard to build and launch 3 products in the next couple of months. Wow. And launch it in approximately 3 countries or more. So it'll be a lot of work for us. We still need to fine-tune a lot of details, but we're very excited to be able to launch these products in the next couple of months.
So great for sharing that. And yes, we're going to share in LinkedIn and something else this great breaking news in the future. So congratulations for that. So Carlos, I know that you are in a very confidential period. So
exactly.
I know that the question is difficult for you. I know.
No, it's fine. I get it. It's fine. To the audience, we are in the quiet period prior to our earnings call as being a NASDAQ listed entity, so we cannot, disclose any specific, news. However, what I can say is that in the coming quarter, we will be announcing new product launches in a few markets. So we are working quite tirelessly on those launches. And it's also great to see that both Rappi, Nubank, Chubb, all great companies are also doing the same thing, because we are all trying to do the exact same thing, which is, bring insurance on a digital way, an easy way to more people in LatAm. So that's great.
So, wow. Thank you so much for this roundtable. I hope you enjoy that. In my case, I enjoying a lot to be with you. Thank you so much for your time. I know that you are with low time, with very few time. So thank you for that. Right now, I think that we can close the roundtable. Matías?
Yes, I'm really amazed by the level of discussion. I want to thank all of you, Carlos, Burke, Rodrigo, for sharing your vision about the present and the future of the industry. It was really a conference full of insights, and we are very honored to have you on board. So since we ran out of time, I just want to invite the audience to watch the next conferences and to interact in the platform to find more business opportunities and interesting content in the on-demand side and the expo modules. I would like to add some questions to you, but we are running out of time. So once again, I want to thank you so much, folks, for your presence, and see you soon.
Yes, and Mati, a thing important for the audience. At the end of the day, we receive Eduardo de la Maggiora, CEO and founder of Betterfly, in order to share with us the terrific announcement of yesterday in the investment of $60 million of investment in Betterfly with SoftBank, an investor of Rappi too. So I think that it's a very huge moment, important moment. And I think that next roundtable will be amazing too, huh? With a lot of breaking news. So
the Spanish and the Portuguese as well. And finally, as you mentioned, the final insert talk with Eduardo de la Maggiora, that he has a huge breaking news to share with us. in first person. So please stay connected so you can watch all the conferences that are going to succeed.
Okay, so thank you so much, and I'm very happy because France won against Germany yesterday. So for us, it was very important. Okay, so okay.
Well, people, thank you so much. Bye.
Bye bye. Thank you so much.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.